Are you ready for tonight? Are you ready to have fun?
Can't make it tonight.
That means I have to go by myself.
Awkward.
Such a bummer that Melissa could not join us today. She always adds so much energy to these videos. It's gonna be just me and you. I hope I can live up to the task. You know that Relativity has a major event every year, which is known as Relativity Fest. That's the place to go to learn, geek out, hang out with other people from the industry, and just in generally have fun. What you may not know is there are smaller geek out events happening all year round as well, and they're called Relativity User Groups. These events are short social events followed by a presentation and hopefully a good passionate discussion covering a topic that's been chosen for that day. Today is a day of such an event, and I want to take you guys along with me and show you what such an event looks like.
Rise and shine, and in time, there's just something about you. Do you think you can dance? 'Cause I'm willing to say.
There's just so many people here. While we're making our way up there on 6th Avenue, let me tell you about these user groups. The idea of a user group is to start a conversation based on a specific topic. And that's not always an easy thing to do. Now, people just gonna come in and kind of sit down and just do nothing, kind of just watch what's going on, not gonna participate. So it's up to an organizer to get the discussion going. I've been to some of these groups where organizers just finished their presentation, maybe one or two questions were asked, and everyone just left. You know, totally boring. And then there's some other user groups where as soon as presentation starts, people start asking questions, other people jump in with their comments, and a big discussion starts, and sometimes there's not even enough time to finish the presentation. And those are the best user groups that I've been to, is when everyone participates and everyone contributes to a conversation.
Sing a song, make it long, 'cause there's nothing without you. All I need is a chance, and I'm willing to play. Not a day.
Another unknown that really concerns me as a videographer and sometimes photographer is where events are going to take place. Now, some of the events take place on a high floor of a nice building where you get a beautiful view. I can take pictures, videos, and so on. And other times, well, I've been sent down to a basement, which were significantly disappointing. But there is no way to know until you get there. It's like 80 degrees here. It was raining, so I brought my rain jacket, but now it's hot as hell. All right, 1285, 6th Avenue.
How's it going? Good.
Yes. Nicola.
Nicola.
All right, so let's talk about what happened. As soon as I walked into the meeting room, there were a couple of people who weren't comfortable with me having a camera in my hands. Now, I totally respect people not wanting to be filmed. Somebody did make a point that when you sign up for these Relativity user groups, you do check a checkbox saying that you consent to being filmed or photographed. However, I'm not a Relativity employee, so it's kind of questionable whether it is okay for me to film or not. Now, I did not want to insist. If somebody says they're not comfortable, that's totally fine with me. So I did not film any people who participated in this event. But I want to show you a couple of little snippets of what actually took place in there.
That I wish that I load. Moonlight lost all my tapes. Back masterpiece, just for asking. Piece that I ought to be owned. That's the pain. Just like my brother would say it. Out amongst the stars.
So how else did it go? I think presentation was very good. It explained all the details of Effect Manager, which is now known as Case Dynamics. I've learned a lot of things I did not know. I also seen a really cool new user interface that Case Dynamic uses to create new documents, and I'm gonna have to check with developer folks if that's gonna be available in the regular RDOs and Relativity. As far as group discussion goes, it wasn't as passionate or as interesting as you would expect. This is a new product that they just showing, or maybe it's a renamed product with a lot of additional features. So that's kind of expected. There were a few people asking questions. Some of the things I look for in a user group is after people got a couple of drinks, they really start to speak a little bit more loosely, and they're able to engage in more passionate discussion about how they feel about certain features of Relativity, about product, or anything else.
I love how
and
the world
I
is
don't
going
think I really
casual.
got much of that. You know, we talked about Case Dynamics, talked about different features, people asked questions, and it was very sort of peaceful in a way. I do enjoy when people jump out and say, hey, what about that? How come this doesn't work? Or how come this works and I want to make it do this? You know, those are the user groups I enjoyed the most. This one, again, was sort of kind of a plain. We got a bit of a discussion. We had a presentation. It was good overall.
The